All right, Coach, it is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Mike, check, 59. I am. That's what I do. Check, crunch. 3.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Good shot, baby.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
I'm going back to you. Slam.
Where are they, team?
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 29 is the Mike. 20.
One.
Shit.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Again to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Check three.
One.
Elliott running right. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
49. Check 49.
3.
He's checking. Crash.
This is Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 23-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the slant.
Inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
One.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On first down, it's Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Mariota to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Kiki QT.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Rosas' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
What? 53, lady. Check 53. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball.
Blue lane cut.
Check 53.
12.
53. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. 25. Out. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Check.
Fair.
Check 52.
Check.
Check 37.
Now it's Wilson. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go.
Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Watch go 14.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the edge.
Here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Get wide.
One. Three.
Hey, switch.
One.
Switch. Check. Hot route. Hot.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Open man is QT, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
54 Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Check it.
40.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Deeper. Shit. Go 14.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I'm coming.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
I'm coming after you.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
36 power. Good cut.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. fielded at the 20.
You ain't going nowhere.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Got an open man, it's QT. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check. One. Chance. Watch out. One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
3. 29 is the Mike 29. All you get is a headache.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down.
You ain't going nowhere. Check nickel.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check 3.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Not to that. Bang. 19. Check 9.
Now a give, right side. Armstrong. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
53, Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check.
Hey, alert.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Ricky.
He's coming.
On third down, it's Armstrong. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, 0.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Max box.
Go.
10. Under 10. Safe.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 12-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
1.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, let's get off the field,
1.
D. Slam. Switch.
1.
Jim.
Now Mariota. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the air.
The 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You're trash. Rush in.
Hey, watch it.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Let's go. We got this.
Big ass.
One. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Recon, 132 fighter. 65.
65. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And that'll set him back 5. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check it out,
Three. Check.
Again, it's Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense.
Alert 3. 36.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. 29 is the mic.
This is Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
They're going to need some therapy after this. One.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
52. Mike 52. Here we go.
52's the mic, boys, 52.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And able to find Kirk complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Elliott, he's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Undercrush.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
3 down. Kill. Turn up.
3.
Mike's 59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Kill.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. It's It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Look.
Throwing again. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Now Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Browns 14.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Check 3.
One. Check 49. One.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Check 53. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. He's checking. Crash.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
54. Mike 54. Check the out. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Run left. Situation.
To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity mix there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it, happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24.
Where are they, team?
Mike 56, right there. 56. Rabbit.
Where are they, good?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Three. 56. And we have your exit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On second and 11 now. Mariota. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That one good for 26 and a first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
56.
So don't say nothing.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Look. 29 is a mic. Get in the weight room.
Check.
29. 14. Mike, 29. Bring.
Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey. Listen. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
No game on this defense. No game.
Check 43. No pass. 29 is a mark. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Gun. Hey, alert. Gun.
They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
53. Watch the run.
Check 37.
25. 53.
He's back to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Cannon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Check 53.
Throwing now is Wilson. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Check. Run left. Time to go right now. Whip. Watch the whip. Good job right there. Run left. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go. Here we go, D. 18. Move the team. Wide. Get wide. Tighten up.
Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check back.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On third down, Armstrong. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
14.
Wilson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, one. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Christian Kirk, incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
All day, every day, any day. One. 52, Mike 52.
Hey, watch the ball.
Mike 52.
Mariota to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Cleveland, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, This loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.